Welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3. I'm Ed, here with Audrey and Chico, and we're going to be playing some more The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. For this segment, we're going to be focusing on some weapons and combat.
Yep. And before you go to a serious battle, you always want to make sure you have enough stuff. So I'm going to raid somebody's house right here.
You're going to steal his stuff, let's be real.
I'm just borrowing it, okay?
You're going to return it later.
I will return
Give
them,
it back.
definitely. If I don't break them. We'll see. Yes.
So Chico's raiding this place, picking up an axe.
At least I know breaking their base, so that's fine.
What are you doing not breaking their base?
Well,
okay, I'm a bad influence.
We're breaking the convention of Zelda this time.
That's true. That's true. Poke and stick.
Oh,
It's good, though. Air torch.
So I wanted to actually show different one how the axe moves. So this one's heavier, so movement is
But it's slower.
Yep. And then but the attack range is bigger, so it's nice to try out when you're really.
You're hungry
Really?
now.
Yeah.
Need some food.
I definitely need to eat. Okay.
I think it is at its best with a full tummy.
Yeah, and then it looks like the axe is not a good one to use for him, so I'm going to switch it to spear, which has better range, and I don't have to worry about this guy attacking me with it.
And so I think what people notice here, Chico, is that skewer that you ate gave you these temporary hearts, which is sort of a new wrinkle to...
Yeah. I think we're going to talk about it a little bit later, I guess, about the cooking.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Well,
I think so.
we're going to keep that a secret for now.
No, it's no secret, but, we can talk more about it. And maybe people already know that I like the meat, so I'm going to take it with me.
Are you going to steal their steak?
Yes.
Well,
no, they don't. They no longer need it. So I'm
That's
just
true. They were going to waste it.
Exactly. So the fire on the torch.
Nice.
Because I see this suspicious thing over here.
If you see something suspicious, light it on
Always
fire.
burn it.
Always
Yes.
That's what you do. Not in life, just in the game.
Just in the game. I have little kids at home too.
Yes.
So I will not do that. And there's a honeybee.
It seems like a good idea. Shooting some bees.
Yep. Switch it. Are they coming after me?
Here they come.
I knew it. Leave me alone. Haha. Bye-bye. No. Seriously. You're going to keep coming at me. Bye-bye.
preferred weapon against bees, two-handed broadsword.
Yes.
And I can get the honey to use that for cooking later. Already thoughtful too.
And get some treasure.
Yep. So I was just using the two-handed sword now. So even just a sword, there's like a one-handed and a two-handed one. And of course, two-handed one is better, more powerful. However, you won't be able to use the shield, so you can't kind of protect yourself. Well, okay. I sacrifice them. I'm gonna make sure I get all the stuff. And the only reason that all those item menu screen comes up is because that was the first time I picked up that specific item. Once I picked up that one again, the second time it's not gonna show up, so you don't have to worry about seeing that over and over.
Yeah, you get a nice description once you pick it up, but then you're done. You can see it in your menu if you want to, but
I actually like seeing that when I find a new item, because that way, like, I know about the the damage level is, or what kind of things it is, how can I use it. So that's a good information to know.
yeah.
Great. Looks like there's another bokoblin camp over there.
Yeah, we mentioned this in the last segment. We're picking on the poor bokoblins this time. That's because they're the predominant enemy in this Great Plateau area. There are lots of other enemies to mess with in the world at large, but these guys are going to get all of it for now.
And then maybe some of you noticed that on the right bottom, there's a purple thing, like a gauge moving. That's a sound gauge. So when I move around, I make noise that moves a lot more. And if I walk around just like this, it makes even bigger movement. Oh, I moved too close.
Oh, they're suspicious.
No, I don't want you to notice me. So I'm now crouching down, trying to be a little more sneaky. And there's another innocent bokoblins, enjoying their evening.
Innocent.
Well,
They're
that's true. They
horrible
will come
people.
after me. So no, they're not people.
They're
not
horrible
people.
things.
Yes, monsters.
Horrible monsters.
This is another way to use a honeybee. they're basically naked. So when they see the bees actually go after them, and they don't like it. So when they see the bees, they
You've
actually
been
go
found.
after it. Sorry, I'm a little busy right now. Oops. Change it to something else.
Switch it up. The one-handed sword.
Oh no, this guy's.
Nice.
Oh, you got him though.
Oh, nice.
Sorry. And the weapons do break, so you want to make sure that you pick up enemy's weapons, so you have enough stash for you to prepare for the next battle. And you can only have limited number of weapons in your slot. So like just now, like I'm trying to pick it up, I can't because I already have enough. So that time I have to decide: do I want to keep the one I have, or do I want to swap it to the one I just found? So I'm just gonna lose that one and get the another one, and of course pick up the honeybee.
The cool thing is when you find a new weapon too, you can immediately see what the new stats are. So you can kind of decide on the fly, is this better, is this worse, do I leave it, do I grab it, so.
Okay, and then also at nighttime, daytime and nighttime, the animals and then the enemies you see will be different. So, oh, sunset fireflies.
So,
So let's see if
dynamic
I see
wildlife
different
setting
enemies. Yeah.
based on.
Yeah,
Based
it looks
on
so
time of
different
day.
too from where we were exploring earlier too. Oops. So
Oh.
now there's more lava
Got some Stalbokoblin. Yep.
Ah, missed it.
Nice.
Oh,
Headshot.
I like the fact that they're using the rock.
Yeah,
And
he
then
didn't have a
the other,
weapon.
See, the other guy is waiting for the other guys to lose his head so he can take it.
they're so crafty. If they don't have a weapon, they'll just dig up a rock to throw at you. Anything to hurt you.
Yeah.
Yes, the Bokoblin arm.
I know that's your favorite.
This is
isn't
my
it?
favorite.
Audrey's favorite. Yeah, yes.
I'm gonna make her equip it at some point. He's a little busy right now.
Yeah.
Oh, he lost his head.
Sorry.
Let me you can see the hand crawling across the
I
ground.
know. Pick me up! Pick me up! Okay, so let me change it to something else. Oh. So I'm using a spear, and then the movement is a little bit different. It kind of,
It's really fast.
Yep. So when the enemy's having spear, it's much better to use that than the sword, of course. Okay. I'm gonna explore and try to see if there's any more enemies.
Now's a good time to equip the arm. I'm just throwing it out there. If you wanted to, just real
Did I pick it
quick.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yay, look.
Audrey's favorite!
It's wiggling still.
Ah.
I'm sorry, I'm easily amused. And if he puts it on his back, it gets all wiggly
Yeah.
and grabby and yep.
Yep. Like trying to, take something.
Terrifying.
I don't know.
It's a big fan of Link, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all
So-
I had to say. I just wanted to see the arm wiggle a little. Go about your business.
So there's another Bokoblin camp. This one looks a little bit different, so I want to kind of show how it looks from the front. If I can sneak up to them.
And again, this is one of those things,
wait.
as people are adventuring, people are exploring,
there's
everyone's
guardians
kind of
over
taking
there.
their own takes on different things. You see this camp, and you could rush right in. There's different ways to do this, and Chico's going to kind of take us around to give us a full survey of the land here. So we're going to get a good look at how things are set up here.
There's more big meat over there too. But yes,
You're gonna take their steak
I
too.
will come to them later. The thing is that they actually go to sleep at nighttime. So right now they're sleeping over there, so they don't even know I'm right here waiting to pick up their meat.
Steal their weapons
Yep,
and their
yep.
food while
Yep,
they're
yep,
sleeping.
yep,
Devious.
So it looks like a skull-shaped. I don't know, what do you call it? Like house?
Yeah, they've got a skull house.
Skull House,
You know,
yeah.
to each their own. It's okay.
It was a big sitcom in the 80s. Skull House.
And then I don't know if I mentioned it, but
Oh,
did I?
careful.
Oops.
Well,
I should have done it right. I'm gonna hide it. I'm gonna hide it so they're not gonna notice.
Mm.
they're
gonna hide.
suspicious,
Incoming
but
They're
Peace.
suspicious.
you can't fool that guy
Oh,
though.
that's right.
He knows what's up. Yes.
Everybody go to sleep.
Hit him with the
Nothing is
wiggle
happening.
arm.
Nothing is happening. Go to sleep.
Go to sleep. La la la.
Yeah. They do that.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
Relax. Nothing to see here.
Okay. So it looks like there's a explosive in there too. Oops, what I'm doing.
So you're gonna let them sleep peacefully, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Oh.
Let sleeping bokoblins
wait.
lie.
I made a mistake.
You alerted them, and
Oh, no, it didn't work, didn't it?
Okay, they're suspicious, but they're okay.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
so
they're gonna
bad at
come
this right now.
out.
Fine.
Just have to find another way to blow them up. Just get right in there. Oh. I don't know if there were big red barrels, which always means explosions in video
so
games.
I wanted to use the lamp to do that one, but I just had a stage flight. Oh wow.
Hey, you got the explosion. That's what
Again,
counts.
Yeah.
there's multiple ways to solve the puzzles and then
It's true.
enemies, defeat enemies. So I just tried that.
Yeah.
I was just doing it. I was intentionally making mistakes.
Thinking on the fly.
Yes.
And now you can steal their treasure.
Yes.
Great.
Oh, see, so I got the new soldier's broadsword, which is 14 instead of 5.
Nice
so
upgrade.
just seeing that screen, they really help what I got. That will help. Oh no, I can't take it, so I have to change. Is it Audrey? Is it okay for me to leave
It's
the
okay. We had our
arm?
fun.
Yeah.
Goodbye,
sorry.
sweet
Audrey
arm.
has been satisfied.
Yes. You can just stay there wiggling
Still
forever.
wiggling. I love it.
But yeah, the guy you killed was really powerful bokoblin, so he dropped a really powerful sword.
Okay.
10 arrows. Don't sneeze on those arrows. You're gonna need those.
I do. Okay, I'm gonna go get the meat.
Look up at the stars in the sky. It's so
I
pretty.
know, isn't it pretty?
Really
so
pretty
peaceful.
at night. Yeah.
Those bokoblins just having a nice dream. They have no idea what I'm trying to do.
Now they're gonna go into the big sleep. It'll be a natural transition.
Wait. So I have a fire arrow and bomb arrow. Which one should I use?
Maybe a bomb arrow.
Bomb? Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
Did you? Oh.
yes.
Ah.
Fireworks.
So, some people might really like to just jump into the battle and then try to kill them with a sword and stuff. But sometimes, like a person like me who's not good at battle, I just like to be sneaky and try to shoot like explosive at them
Sure.
and just take them.
Get them from a distance.
Ooh, their bokol club is.
You want to
Fire.
exploit the fact that bokoblins seem to have an affinity for sleeping next to highly flammable barrels.
It's true.
I mean, it only makes sense.
Yes, it wasn't my fault.
They're maybe not the smartest monsters.
So there's apple. It's always important to have enough food so you can restore your health.
More food, the better.
Oh, bokoblin. Oh, style bokoblin. Ah.
Get in there. Nice.
Let's change it to different one. There's the
the
farmer's
pitchfork.
pitchfork.
Yes.
Even pitchfork will be very
Little Hyrule
helpful.
Gothic.
Where's the head? Where's head? Oh, head's. Oh, head is still there. Okay. He's going to use his own arm. His friend's arm. Wait,
His own friend.
I know.
But you've used so many different kinds of weapons so far, and this is just a small sampling of the different kinds of weapons in the game. There are
Yes.
just so many different
So many, and you
kinds to
kind of
play
have to make
with.
a choice which one to take.
Oh.
These guys just there. Again, I'm just going to be
Chance to use the environment to wreak some
Environment.
havoc
Using
here.
The environment is
Here we go.
important.
It's away.
Did I miss the whole
now they're
thing?
coming
Really?
after you.
Fine.
Oh, nice.
Ha!
Nice.
That's better
well
anyway.
Done, Chico. That's style points.
You got them. Oh,
Ah.
careful. He was gloating.
Nice.
What a jerk.
So I love that move that you can do when you're leaping and sort of stall time with that.
So whenever you're trying to jump off from the higher cliff, try to use the arrow. Then you go into that mode where you can kind of slow down the time, so you have better time to kind of concentrate and try to focus on where to shoot.
It's really cool.
You
It
can do that
feels
from-
really good too.
Yeah, you can do that from really high up too,
Yeah.
and it's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
epic.
So as you might have noticed, that I use a lot of bow and arrow, and sometimes I run out of my arrows. So what I do is actually try to pick up the ones my enemy dropped, and make sure I have enough.
You can kind of taunt them to keep shooting at you.
Hey, this way.
It's a dangerous game.
It
but
is.
It's cheap,
It
easy
can
way
be.
to get arrows.
Exactly. See?
See? Boom.
Come on. Thank you.
And remove.
They're playing right into your hands.
Okay. Oh,
Oh.
okay. I'm busy. I'm gonna go. Oh, sorry. I wasn't meant to do that.
Chico's going for pure style here. No substance, all style.
We respect that.
Nice.
All different kinds of ways to play this game.
On the way to here, I saw the Guardian, so I kind of wanted to be there, make sure I get there before our time runs out.
Anyone watching the previous segment, I told him what's what. Yep.
Did you?
By
Did you-
running, running really
Running as
fast.
fast as my stamina wheel would carry me.
I think he got the point though. He's pretty
Yeah.
terrified.
Let me try it. Where is it? Where is it? Am I still far away?
There he is. Okay.
Oh, there you go. There you go. He's over there. I'm going to do this.
I believe in you, Chico.
Yes.
So we're entering a new area here. The
That one's
Eastern
not
Alley.
moving. That one looks good. Let's go.
We got all these Guardian relics around.
Oh, he's waking up.
Uh-oh.
Good morning.
Good
It works.
morning.
He's grumpy when he wakes up.
No. Again, there's always a way
Your bow's gonna break.
Ready? It will. Ah, fine.
It's okay. You got what?
How much
5
did you get off of
damage?
him?
That
Yeah.
is true. And I
Oh.
You scope him out.
oh yeah, that's right. You should
let's
do that
see.
first to make sure.
Yeah.
So this will give us a little analysis of his hit points, breakdown.
480.
500.
Okay.
I don't
think
know.
you can do it. I believe in you.
Yeah. So one other thing you can do with the weapon is actually you can throw the weapon like that, and
It'll give you a critical hit if you actually land it on them.
That is true. Yeah, I forgot to mention that.
Good way to get rid of
But-
weapons that are about to break.
But what I can
Oh.
do now is actually.
So speaking of freedom and weapons, this is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen anyone do.
Attack! Attack! No, no, no!
And death.
You've
No,
got
no,
a quarter
no, no.
heart.
I'm not dead.
You need
Oh, no,
to
you're
eat
still
something
I
good.
still have
right
time.
now.
And I have food.
Okay.
Haha.
There you go. Nice. Run, run.
It's a fine
learned.
strategy.
Yes.
This is a great strategy.
It
It's a
is
really
good one.
creative strategy.
It
is what
is.
it is.
I think it'll ultimately get him.
Ah! No, wait. I don't have weapons left. So, oh.
As we keep saying, you can play this game however you
However you want.
You can even throw your weapons using magnesis.
Ah, I don't have weapons.
Oh!
You don't even have a tree branch, Chico.
Just run! Run!
Oh, the death.
Live to fight another day!
Well, I think we're actually running out of time.
Otherwise, we would have got him.
The world definitely wants to see Chico versus
Oh,
the Guardian. I know that. But I think we'll have to stop there. Chico, thanks very much. We'll be doing more of this stuff. Audrey, thank you as well. Don't go anywhere. We're coming back with some more Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. We're going to talk a little bit about
nice
Amiibo.
dodge.
So stick around.
Oh.